Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here to make some more page kits. And we're going to start with this one. And the first thing we're going to do is just go through some of the embellishments that I did separate at the beginning of all of this. Now I haven't decided if I'm going to use this brown as my background or the yellow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of put embellishments so I can do either or, if that makes sense. So if I decide to use the yellow, I'm going to need, brown viewfinders and to build up on that. But if I wanted to use this brown, then I'm going to need yellow viewfinders to start my embellishment clusters. So I'll do a little bit of both. So I'll have a little bit of yellow embellishments, a little bit of brown embellishments. And then when I put the page together, then I can decide. Because again, I don't know what pictures I'm going to do at this point. And I'm okay with that. Usually by the time, like when I make page kits and stuff, it means that I'm not really maybe in the mood to actually scrapbook, but I'm in the mood to be in my room and actually doing something scrapbooking related, but maybe a little bit more chill. So by doing page kits, I'm kind of doing, sort of a future layout. So I'm okay with that, because what it does is makes it so that when I go to put this page together, then it comes together quickly. Little moments. Okay, I don't have any brown embellishments at all. And I just remembered my knee doesn't feel comfortable. And it's because we just got back from a walk. And I now have to wear a knee brace, and I still have it on. It's super early here still. But it's supposed to be really gross all afternoon and into the evening. So when we got up this morning, and it wasn't raining yet or snowing, we're supposed to get both today, we went for our walk right away. It was like not even 8 o'clock and we went for a walk. And as we were coming back and coming up into our driveway, it started to rain. So it was like, we got it in. So we walked 4 Ks this morning. Usually on Saturday, we try to walk like 7. But because we knew that it was supposed to start around 9 o'clock, it's 9:04. So, man, isn't it great how they can almost call it to the time? I guess it was a little after 8. I got up, it was like 7:40 or something like that. And then I had a coffee before we went. So it was probably more like 8:15 by the time we left. And then we did our walk. Okay, so I don't think I have any more in there. See, now I just got these not that long ago, so now I'm going to have to cut these apart, because that's what I do when I get new enamel dots. I cut them apart right away, and I put them in the color that they belong, and then I don't have to worry. I kind of organize them as I get them. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to get some brown ones, and then I'm also going to look for yellow ones, and also in the small ones, the yellow ones. And last week in my organization, I did start organizing my viewfinders in some iris containers. In those, but that's going to take me quite a bit of time. So I don't have a lot of them done. And I've been putting about an hour every day. So it's going to take me a while, but it's okay. I'll just do a little bit every day, and eventually I'll have quite a bit done, even if I don't get them all done. And the reason I say that is because we keep coming up with new ones. So it's going to take me a while to get it all done. And that reminds me, these are the newest ones. A few people asked for sheets of just little small labels, and this is called Small Labels 1. And what we did was, because there was just a little bit of small labels in here, we did a whole full sheet of small labels, and then we'll do a different configuration than those two, and we'll call it Small Labels 2. And so it comes in all the colors. And then, of course, it comes also in our sets. So this is Summer Carnival. This is new. Also, the Rainbow, Radiant Rainbow. There's 1 and 2. And then, for some reason, I hadn't printed off the apples and oranges in the 2-inch viewfinders and the Summer Carnival. And then, oh, this is my favorite. Cozy Cafe. Then there's also Radiant Rainbow in the small labels. Seasoned Spices. So these are the new ones added to the website. And these are digital files again. And so you can print them over and over again. And that's what I love about it, is that you can use them, you know, print them, use them, print them again. So you get lots and lots of uses. So I'm looking for the small brown, and I'm going to be using some of the small browns and some of the bigger browns. And I didn't even count how many of those there is, but there is a ton. So I'm going to, okay, I'm going to get the lighter one of those, and then I'll get the darker brown of these. And I'll get the lighter ones. I'm going to get the one that has the little ticket end, so it looks different. And I'm going to get a big one and a small one, because I usually tuck them underneath, right? Which one is it? It's that one right there. I tuck them underneath the cluster. So it works out good. So I got that. Oh, I didn't want to cut into these, but oh well, it is done. Okay, now I need a yellow one, because I want to make sure. Oh, where's the baby yellow ones? I call them babies. The 1-inch yellow ones. Oh, there they are. And those are my embellishment starter or foundation. And then those are my finishers. So this is yellow-ish. Yeah, let's use that. Where is my punch? So these work with a 2-inch punch. Where we just came back from our walk, I'm still a little shaky, because we walk full blast, all out. Okay, where's my 1-inch punch? Oh, there it is. I was using it yesterday, so let's see if I can. No, was going to see if I could reach it without cutting that lip, but I can't. There we go. Now I can punch them out. There's that. And there's that. Okay. Now I should try to find some brown ones like this, because if I do end up going with the yellow, then I'm going to want the brown 1 inch. That looks pretty good. Yeah. Let's cut this apart. And we'll cut these out. So after I'm done this, I think, excuse me, I think I'm going to spend probably about an hour, again, punching these out, cutting these out. I'm trying to do at least an hour a day until I have a nice little amount of them punched out, just because it makes it easier to make my page kits. Not necessary, but easier. Okay, now I have all these embellishments that are on sticker sheets. So now I'm going to go through these and see what I can find to put with this page kit. Let's see. So I'm going to try and do probably 5 pages, and I'm trying to do them real time so that we're going to kind of chat at the same time. I think I'm going to sit down on my chair though, now that I'm at this spot. And so yesterday on my Facebook group, the Nicole Jones 91 Facebook group, we had a Facebook Live. It was rough going at the beginning. I had one that lasted like not even 5 minutes. I got booted out of Facebook Live, and then I signed back on. I was on for 10 minutes. I got booted out again. And then I tried several times. It wasn't letting me on. I'm like, okay, I'm going to try one more time. And then I was able to get on, and that time I was able to stay on for an hour. So all in all, it ended up lasting an hour and 15 minutes. We basically put one page kit together. I was just in a really chatty mood, but it was nice just to be able to chat and kind of make this world that now we're unable to come together, to be able to come together and chat and laugh. I was telling them one joke that my daughter told me. I might as well tell it here. So she does this all the time, because up to yesterday we weren't allowed to get together. Now in New Brunswick we entered phase 2, and so now we're allowed to get together in groups less of 10, but it's got to be outdoors, and we got to keep our social distancing. So that means that we can go outside and have like a campfire, for example, but make sure that we stay 6 meters apart. And but anyway, so she always calls us to, tell us jokes and stuff. So the night before, so that would have been Thursday, she called and she said, Mom, did you know, Mom and Dad, she talked to both of us, did you know that for a slice of pie in the Bahamas is $2.50? No, okay. And then a slice of pie in St. Martin's is $3.50. Okay. And she goes, do you know why? And we're like, no, because that's the Pirates of the Caribbean. He was like, okay, kid, that was lame. Funny, but lame. That's totally a Mason joke. Oh, I can't wait to tell him that joke. Although, I think he knows about the Pirates of the Caribbean. I think so. He might get it. He might get it. But that's the kind of jokes that Mason tells us all the time. So we did quite a bit of chatting. We ended up putting a one-page kit together. So I'm hoping next week, my son is going to help me, because for some reason I can't do lives on YouTube. So he said he was going to help me and do that. But if you're not part of my Facebook group, I have a link in the description box below. Make sure to join that. And I'm going to be doing more lives and doing some on YouTube too, but then you get to enjoy both. Okay, I think I like this one here. And I like this one right here. And that's going to cut this one off. Ugh, I don't like that. But it is what it is. I'm not going to not use something because it's going to take this off. So we'll just put it to the side and hopefully I get to use it in the next page or so. Okay, so now I have my iris container right next to me right here. So then I take this and I put it back and it kind of cleans up like right away. So now I have to put some yellow enamel dots and some brown, because if I go on yellow, I won't want to put yellow on yellow. And if I go on the brown, I don't want to put brown on brown. So I'll just put some of each. And the same as when I put a page together, this is the last step that I do. And now I just got to get a plastic bag, one of those big baggies. And I'm going to put that page kit away. There we go. Okay. And from my previous kits that I put together, I think I have about 10 left. And I'm hoping that next week, you know, I get a couple pages done. Are you finding it difficult to scrap lately? I'm finding it extremely difficult to stay motivated. There we go. I'm going to put that right in there. Look how perfect that was. It's like it was meant to be. I'm finding it difficult to concentrate and get things done. This is the back like of a package of embellishments. I'm going to use that. There we go. I can use it as a mat for my photos. And then to the side here, there's these labels that I've already cut apart. Let me see. So what I do is when I sit is I cut all the straight edges first, and then as a last thing I go and I cut the little ticket part afterwards. So I'm at that spot with those, and then I can put them away by container. Another thing I'd like to work on today is sorting another color of my cardstock. I think I have 4 colors left. So I want to get that done. I want to get it done because what I'd like to do for that area of my room is I'd like to get a calyx to put in that area in my room, but I don't want to order it until I'm ready for it, because I don't want to order it and then it sits there for 4 months. Now maybe if I ordered it, maybe it would make me get it ready faster. I'm not sure, but I don't want to chance it. I want to get it. I want to make sure I get it ready first. Okay, so I'm going to grab some dark gray. Oh, viewfinders. And for the next one, I'm going to have to cut. And then I'm going to have to go look in my labels, because there we go. I don't think I have any light grays cut out. Let me just check. Oh, I might. I might actually. I do. I did cut a sheet of grays. So I'm going to grab this because it's the same color. I'll leave that one even though it's not cut out. Maybe not. That's not the same color. I might have used the lighter one already. So yeah, I'll keep that one in there because it's the same color. And then, because there's pink and yellow here, maybe I can get some of these for my embellishment finishers. So do I want the dark one or the light ones? I think I'll go with the light ones. So we'll cut it down. So what I do when I get ready for these is I cut them into strips, and then it makes it easier for me to punch out. So these I'm going to get 3. I'm going to get 3 because I'm going to use them as embellishment finishers, like to finish off my embellishment cluster. And then now let's go through the stickers. If you hear stuff downstairs, my husband is cooking and he's not the quietest person. He's quite loud, even though he's trying to be quiet. What's that? Off the beaten path. I love that. Okay, so now because I'm going to cut these, now those 2 are going to be open or off. So what I can do is just cut them off and then put them in the green and in the red in here. And then I won't lose them. I'll know exactly where they are. And I don't know, maybe eventually, you know, if I can get enough organized, maybe I can get all my embellishments done that way. Like even stuff like this, like get them off of those, get them divided by color and get them, but that's going to take me a while. A long time to get that done. So a little bit at a time. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. Okay, you know what? That would be good to do a page on walking, because here it says, remember why you started. Because sometimes, you know, a person doesn't feel like going for a walk, and we just got to remind ourselves why we started. So here and this year we started on March 22nd. So I'm going to put walking, and I'm going to put the date that we started, March 22nd, 2020, because I want to document that, because we usually don't start that early, because I don't like being cold at all. So the fact that we started that early was pretty awesome. And so I want to document the day that we started and kind of talk about a little bit about why. And that reminds me, because I'm going to do that. Okay, so I have some of our new embellishments for COVID-19. So I'm going to use some of those on here. Some of these are the very first ones we printed off, so they're like, he had the wrong size of sheet selected for this, so that's why he printed like that. But I'm not throwing it out because I can use some of this. I'm going to do new normal. And that's why we started walking a little earlier, because there was really nothing else to do, and just to keep our sanity, we start walking early. I'm going to do social distancing, and I'm going to do closures, because that's totally why we started. Because hockey was done, like we had all this time on our hands. Okay, so that's that. So this is the digital file that's available right now. And everything on our site, as far as embellishment, is 25% off right now. And my classes are 50% off. And it's because of everything that's going on. And it's for a limited time, but I'm not sure for how long it's going to stay. But I want to sort of do my part for this, because I know a lot of us are quarantining and self-isolation. Everything is starting to open up a little bit, but it's not going to be the way it used to be. So I don't think there's going to be, for example, scrapbooking retreats or anything like that for quite a while. So we're going to need to find other ways to get our scrapbooking on. Okay, that's page number 2. We're going to try and get 5 done. It's Saturday here today, so it's going to be hard for me to get this done. I'm trying to get it done in between people being loud downstairs. So I don't know how long it's going to take me to get this 4 pages done. One thing we got to get is a door on my scrap room, because it does make life difficult for me. I can't scrap like I want to. I like that little chair. I can maybe find something to do with that. Oh, I like this. Like that. Life is better when you're laughing. We were talking about that like yesterday. Laughing is good. Okay. Now next, I'm going to go through these. Oh, I should try to find some of these. Now some of these I got printed at my local print shop before I bought extra inks for my printer. And I forgot to tell them to print with no borders, so they're a little smaller. But that's okay. I'll just find another set. These are almost the right color. So we'll cut these off. And then we'll get those done. So we were talking about the advantages of these being digital. Shipping is actually a little crazy right now. Like, shipping is super expensive. So the fact that it's digital, you just get it in your inbox and you don't have to pay for shipping. Okay. That is not the right color. I was thinking, well, there's that blue in there. So maybe let's use this. I want to be able to use these. So let's use them up. Okay. And I want to use that rainbow and the stronger together. I know I'm going to do a few pages with this because I really want to make sure that I document it well. And maybe I'm going to change the color of my labels. Let's get some of these labels. I'd like to get the blue labels, the one with the blue labels. That's all blue labels. And then what color should I do? The bigger viewfinders. And let me see. Oh, okay. How about, no, I got the little ones, so I don't want to get those yet. I want to get maybe those. But again, that's the ones that were printed at my local print shop, and they're the wrong size. Let me see. Oh, that color, maybe? I don't know. Okay. We'll get this done. Maybe we'll just get 4 done today. It'll probably be about half an hour, which is a good amount, I find, like a good amount for a video to be. Okay, so it got super loud in here, so I have to stop again. Like I said, I don't know how long this is going to take me, but we'll try to get it done. So we'll get a couple viewfinders, the 2-inch ones, and then we have that for the finishers. And then let's try to get a few of these labels. maybe like that. Trying to see. Maybe the same color as these tags to bring it in. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, I don't know if you can hear Diesel. He's a whining. Okay. We got to get doors on my scrap room. That is one thing that if I could go back in time and say, put a door. That should have came out of my mouth. Put a door. A door, a door, a door. Because I could shut the door right now and it would definitely bring down on the noise. Okay, I'm going to do this. Oh, and this stays there. Okay, so let me see how much stuff. Nope, it's not enough. So now we got to go through these and see how much stuff. Oh, I like that. It has both colors on it. Let's get that. And then like that. I like that little heart. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the other side of this plastic thing. And then, let me see. Let me see how many more things I can get. There's this arrow. And then just a few more things. I might just get one more page kit done. Because last time I just got 4 done. And I don't know if it's because of almost like a funk that I'm in, but I'm finding it hard to get my mojo on. I need to get my mojo on. It's not coming together really quickly. And that's part of the reason why I'm trying to get some page kits done, because I'm hoping that it kind of brings it back. I'm hoping. Because, I mean, it is the perfect time to get a whole bunch done. But I'm finding that too with reading. Like, here we are, May 9th, and I have 0 books read in May. Now I'm 50% on 2 books through the book, and another book I'm at like 20-some%, but I have 0 books completed. Now what's going to happen is all of a sudden I'm going to have like boom, 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 3 books done. But I was literally 6 books ahead at the end of April, and now I'm only 3 books ahead because I haven't completed any books. And I have to say, all of the books are over 400 pages, except the one that's at like 20%. All the other books are over 400 pages. So, I mean, it's going to take me a little longer to read those than smaller books. But I'm hoping today, no, I don't like that. Hoping today to maybe finish one. I'm about 100 pages away for one of the books, so I'm hoping to get that one done today. I'll concentrate on that book today for sure. Try to get that done. Oh, I like that little enamel thing here. I like that. And I like that little us thing. That's cute. So what I'm going to do again, I'm just going to flip this over and I'm going to stick it to the back of that one. Just because it was in the middle, a little harder to cut out. Let me see. So I'll do one more after this, and that'll be it. And then I'll work on getting it ready to post today. Let me see. I'll go through most of the embellishments. Okay, that's cute. Does it go really well? Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can. I don't want this metal one. Oh, I already did that with another one. It's put on the back here, so I'll just move it over here and I'll cut this one out. And I can cut it in several pieces and use it on some clusters. Okay, so this one is done. I've just got to get all this put away. I like putting stuff away as I go because it can get overwhelming. Kind of falling behind too on what I read in my album. So I'll get that done. Hopefully next week. I am working on my class that I'm going to release at the end of May. So that's why I'm finding it difficult to put videos on YouTube. I'm going to put one up today, and maybe, because usually I say on the weekends, I try not to come up here and just kind of take a break. But I'm kind of falling behind. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll get one done today. Maybe I'll come up here again tomorrow and get another one done tomorrow, for not to post tomorrow, but to get it ready for next week. And then I'll have a couple of videos done. Okay, so I have some labels here that I plan on cutting apart this afternoon. I'll just come and chill and maybe listen to an audiobook. Maybe try to get some, it's not necessarily like reading, but I like to listen to one audiobook a month. And even that I'm failing at this month. I'm about 50% done, so, but usually I can whip through those pretty quickly. So I'm going to try and get that, 20% of it done today. Finish the other one, and then maybe I can finish my audiobook by Monday. So then I'll have 2 books done by the 10th, by the 11th. And then I started an adult contemporary, and usually, okay, that and that doesn't go well together. So what do I want? Do I want this color? I'll keep both, and then I can decide later what I want. I kind of like this. Yeah, let's get some more of that one. There. And I'll just move those along. The bigger ones like that, I only cut 2 because I always cut them in half so that I get more use out of them. I just like getting the most out of my embellishments. Okay, so now I think what I'd like to get too is some file folders. And then until I have them all cut apart and all that stuff, and into my iris containers, then I can have those into those file folders, and I can at least have them divided by 1.5, 1 inch, 2 inches, and then labels and maybe small and large labels kind of thing. And then that way it would make it so much easier. I think I have some file folders downstairs, so I'll have to go look for those and at least have them organized until I have them all cut apart. Because I imagine that's going to take me a few weeks, even if I work on it every day. I didn't punch that one right. Ugh, let's punch another one. I get a little shaky. Okay, so I think this is going to be my last page kit that I put together today. I'll try to get some more done next week. Something done next week. I don't know if it'll be a page kit. Maybe I'll try to do a page. I haven't put a page together in a little bit. I like this. I like this. Kind of goes with the paper. So we'll get that done. I like that. And that. Let me see. There's like no brown in here at all. I could do maybe a little bit of green, because there is green on that. So we can bring some green embellishments. I don't have a lot of those either. So I might have to count on my stickers and all that to find some embellishments for this. There we go. There's some. So again, I'm going to find my yellow. I'll put that in there. My little yellow tray. And then I like productive and success. And work for it. That's that. And then nothing here. I think that'd be fun to at some point too. I mean, when I get down to very little on a sheet, I usually cut it apart and put it with a color. But if I can get to the point where all my embellishments are separated and put into by color, then when I get new stuff, you know, again, going through the same thing that once I start using it, I like to keep stuff when they're new all together and unused kind of thing. But once I start using it, I can say, okay, now I can cut apart and divide it by color, because it does make putting page kits together so much faster. So there. Like I said, not that all of this, you know, we feel like we need to rush or anything like that, but you know, life gets in the way kind of thing. it's just one of those things that we always need to have to make time for it, you know. I like that incredible. I'm gonna again peel it off of there, and I'll put it on the back of this. There, double duty. Yay. Again, today I'm just going to do 4 because, you know, everybody's here. Well, almost every day everybody's here, but my husband's in the basement working. My son is working, and Taylor's at work. He actually has to go out and go to work. So it makes it a little easier to do stuff up here. A little easier. It's still difficult. Like I said to my husband, I said, okay, it just became to the moment where, okay, I need a door now. Because him working at home looks like it's going to be for a long time. Because they're saying if you can work from home, keep doing it. You know, let's open up the stuff that we can, but if you can work from home, do it from home. So it's making it harder for me to get stuff done up here. Okay, look at that. I like this. Woohoo! Okay. Yes. Yeah, let's put that in there. Just for something different. Okay, that's page number 4. Like I said, I think I'm going to stop there. I just wanted to quickly pop in, let you know how everything is going, and still scrapbooking, just finding it hard to get motivated to do it. Let me know how you guys are doing, how you're making out, and oh, these are the labels that I got cut in the last few days, but I saw this and I'm thinking I want to use this. I think I'm going to put them in there. They're the right green, and these are the 1.5 inch. So again, these are on my website. The link is in the description box below. And is that the right green? I think it's close with this, but if I put it with the rest of the stuff I chose, it kind of doesn't go. So we're going to say no. What about some of the other ones here? Nah, I think I'm just going to go with the ones that I have here. So yes, I got distracted here. The link is in the description box below for all those. They're digital, so you can get to print them all over and over again. Another question I get asked a lot is, you know, do you have a video, or how do I print these off? I have under the playlist one called Digital Embellishment. I did a video on how I print it on my printer. That may help. You know, how to download the file and all that stuff. So you can go check that out on the playlist. And that's it. I'm going to stop it here for today. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.